The partnership that the Space Foundation has with Charles County Public Schools is just so wonderful, not only for its students, not only for the residents of Southern Maryland, but for the Space Foundation.
We're very fortunate to have the Space Foundation consider us for a partnership. We're the only school system on the East Coast that has this wonderful relationship, and what they're doing is training our teachers about space. You don't have to teach science to do it. You can teach music, art, any subject. It's just a phenomenal staff development activity for all of our teachers for the future of our children.
The key to the Space Foundation's graduate programs is integration, 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 and that is integration of curriculum, cross-curricular activities, that STEM activities, science, technology, engineering and mathematics can figure as much in a PE class as they can in a physics class or a mathematics class.
The idea behind the Space Foundation courses is that all of the activities are manageable with a very minimal cost.
This is really great for elementary school to really explain the rock cycle, for middle school to get into a little bit deeper, but for high school to even talk about rock.
They are just like children when they leave the classes each day. They want to come back for more. For sure, it's like drinking from a fire hose sometimes.
Well, we call it drinking from a fire hose because really the idea here is that we are presenting so much information and we are giving them so many different ideas on how to utilize the information with the activities that we present and so forth, that by the end of the week they are drained.
The level of instruction that we've been getting has just been phenomenal.
It gives me more creative ideas to bring into my classroom to get my kids interested in not only, you know, my class, but science as well.
It just allows me to look at, I could turn lessons into hands-on activities. I also really enjoy working here with all the other teachers and getting their ideas as well.
I took the students through the entire scientific method with doing trials with the Pittsco rockets. I've seen students who weren't so interested in science or weren't so interested in cooperating with the program. They've become more active participants in science, better writers, better readers.
Across the county, across the state, across the country, we are short on people with science minds. People are not excited with science anymore, and hopefully bringing some of these concepts and ideas into the classroom will get them there.
What you have to do is create that atmosphere in the school so that kids can work in science and math without being fearful of it.
Building rockets is fun. I'm looking forward to going back into the classroom and working with the students on this project that I've learned today along with the science teacher, because the goal is for students to look at those careers in the future in those STEM areas.
The level of education that these teachers have and are developing, the passion that the teachers have here is inspiring.
So one of the major components of the suit is actually the instrument pack.
This is really helping the Space Foundation to see test beds, quite frankly, of what does work. It helps us with innovative programming, with our graduate level teacher development, and also to tap into some of the wonderful resources that Charles County has with its, quite frankly, out-of-the-box ideas for education of not only tomorrow, not only for next year, but for decades to come.
It has helped us get a grant. Senator Mikulski got us $500,000 towards the digital classroom. I've had the chance to speak around the country and in Canada and other foreign countries about our push in the area of technology and science and math.
It really did open some executives' eyes from some very large aerospace corporations. They have concerns for the workforce of the future. Where are they going to get their personnel from? And them understanding that at least a school system is doing what they are doing, I think they were most impressed.
I've invited the Space Foundation to establish their Eastern training headquarters here in Charles County because I think the benefits of having them here full-time would help our kids in the area of science and math.
The Space Foundation would like for this to be the beginnings of an education hub on the east coast of the United States.
I really love it here. I really do think it's a great thing that's going on.
This is my 4th year here, and I've been able to grow with a number of the teachers, develop some great relationships. I really like coming out here. It's a breath of fresh air, and it's an awful lot of fun.
It's just a fun environment to learn, and every year I learn something.
This partnership began with word of mouth, with a networking opportunity. It blossomed into a model for the future that can be replicated around the nation and can for sure be a blueprint for education systems of the future.
The future of education is tied to, I think, the exploration of space. When we look at the future of going to Mars in 2030s, the idea of preparing our kids for a universal education and for the future is really exciting. I just am glad to be part of it.
1,